Noisy Pixel.
Visual novels are good at showing us over-dramatized or dreamlike scenarios that aim to take us out of reality, if only for a few hours. However, there are times where I don't mind relating to a character's situation, or at least understand that the predicament could actually exist in the real world. The Oracle and Bone developed visual novel, A Summer's End, Hong Kong 1986, tells a story of two girls who met after a chance encounter. Readers are then taken on a journey through the phases of their blooming relationship and the emotional confusion that comes with it. What we get from this is a very down-to-earth narrative that I couldn't put down. A Summer's End, Hong Kong 1986 introduces us to Michelle, a straight-laced girl who was raised by her sheltering mother in China. Every day Michelle wakes up, heads into the city, goes to work, and then goes back home. This is pretty much on a schedule that is never broken, and she is okay with it. However, one day she breaks a hill while walking to work and decides to make a stop at a cobbler to fix it on her way home. That's when she meets the cobbler's daughter, Sam, who ultimately breaks her out of her repetitive daily cycle. Michelle and Sam begin a friendship over a late-night dinner while Michelle's hill is being fixed. The two get to know each other over small talk and learn that they have very little in common. However, it's slowly revealed that the pieces that one girl is missing, the other might have, and they build their relationship based off of that. The rest of the story follows the two girls as they turn a chance encounter into an opportunity of love. Still, everything isn't that easy. The setting of the game brings with it its own conflict, as the two learn that their love isn't wholly accepted by civilization. Michelle is also struggling to break free of her cycle and open up to a stranger that she knows nothing about. At first you think that Sam is a little too forward with Michelle, as she continually takes her out of her comfort zone. It's a glaring issue in the early parts of their relationship until you learn more about Michelle and how she is also curious about this unique way of living. Everything is brand new for her. The freedom, the randomness, the lack of structure, it's all so exciting, but she isn't entirely willing to give up who she is just for one person. Sam also takes bits of advice from Michelle, and I couldn't help but be a total fan of their love. The best thing about this visual novel is how the entire story is set up. The repetitive lifestyle of Michelle is enhanced by the short looped music that makes you feel like you are stuck in the same revolving door as her. Furthermore, Sam is not the only new person that Michelle meets in this story, but it's easy to see the differences in how she carries a conversation with everyone else when compared to Sam. It's some fantastic writing that I easily catched up on, even with the absence of voice dialogue. One other aspect of the story that deserves praise is how naturally the writing builds up the characters' relationships. Their early encounters are full of easily relatable instances, which shows us exactly the type of person that each of these girls are. We get to see all sides of them too, from their past to their inner thoughts. It isn't over the top or comical. The best way I can describe it all is by saying that it's just real. Much of the 5-hour story, we see the world through the mind of Michelle. Because of this, I wish the developer went with the large text box overlays that took up the whole screen instead of just the bottom third as a text box for thoughts and character dialogue. This is mainly because there are large portions of the story where you are just looking at an empty background, and I feel like the other method of text would have worked better in this situation. Also, I felt that the conclusion wrapped up too cleanly, as it could have been improved on had they stretched it out over another hour. The music in A Summer's End, Hong Kong 1986 is fantastic and fits every mood that the story has to offer. Furthermore, there are tons of background animations in different areas that the characters visit. However, it doesn't stop there. The character designs resemble early anime illustrations that fit the era that the narrative takes place in. These characters also have numerous outfit changes and are featured in some of the prettiest and most passionate CGs that I've ever seen. A Summer's End, Hong Kong 1986 is a must-read visual novel that connects with readers in several ways. This visual novel is simply art and shows a level of creativity that is missing in other higher budget games available. The character illustrations are brilliant and the pacing is terrific, even though the conclusion does feel a bit rushed. Still, I'd keep an eye on anything coming from this developer in the future. Noisy Pixel is giving A Summer's End, Hong Kong 1986 an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.